Hi, my name is Christy Nelson, and I'm here to talk to you today about why you should not choose abortion as an option and why it is not a right to choose. I'm here to impress upon you my belief and some facts about why abortion does not save a life. I have worked with multiple surgeons in a short period of time as a surgical nurse. And in those conversations with those surgeons, each and every time those surgeons have said that killing the fetus is not a measure to save a woman's life. It will never save the woman's life. And they do not attempt to abort the child in order to save the woman's life. They do, however, remove the child from the uterus and attempt on the side to continue to save that child while other staff and team is trying to save the mother. At that point, that fetus may not live. However, they will do everything they can to try to keep it alive and to keep mom alive as well. At www.preciouslife.com, there are 30,000 surgeons, that states in this article on that site, that have said that abortion is never medically necessary. It is not a way to save a life. It is my opinion, and it is actual fact, that you cannot save a life by killing a life. I want to speak on behalf of the fetuses that can't speak for themselves, and I want people to understand that as you have a right to decide on what happens with your body, that fetus has a right to its life too. You always have a right to decide what's right for your body. Every human being does. But deciding what's right for your body doesn't give you permission to murder a life. Ever. That is not acceptable. It's never acceptable. We have laws and rules against murdering human beings, and this fetus is a human being. It is a viable life and I believe upon conception. It is just the cold hard facts that most women don't want to keep a child or abort a child by choice because they don't want to assume the responsibility of raising that child. Sometimes it's because they find that the child's going to have a disorder that they're not ready to care for, and they find that it's easier to just go ahead and kill this child. It's not acceptable. It's not an answer. It's not a choice. It's never a choice. You have a choice, however, to put that child up for adoption once it's born. You have that choice. And that's a wonderful choice. There are families out there that would love the opportunity to adopt a beautiful child and take care of them and love them. There are mothers out there who can't produce children, who can't carry to term, who can't even have viable eggs to be able to have a child, and would love the opportunity to have a beautiful child to take care of from birth. You have that option, and that's a wonderful, wonderful option to have. You don't have to choose, and you should never ever choose to kill an innocent life simply because you don't want to bear the responsibility, and you don't get to use the behind the scenes communication that everybody out there is trying to say, that you have a right to your choice, your body, your choice as a woman. You don't have a choice to murder a life ever, and murdering that life will not save yours. That's a cold, hard, proven fact. As I said, there are 30,000 doctors out there that will tell you that it is never medically necessary to abort a child. It is a choice to abort, and you don't have to. You just need to be responsible. You need to be responsible adults. You need to be not only responsible adults assuming care for a child, but you also need to be responsible parents, explaining to your children that they need to be responsible, making sure that you're having those conversations with your daughters and your sons to be responsible, to protect themselves, to make sure that these occurrences don't happen, to care for themselves more than that, and not to put themselves in those predicaments so that they have to make such a horrible choice, because it's not a good choice. It's not a right choice. And it doesn't save your life. And you don't get to use that as your excuse for deciding to kill off a human life. Unfortunately, so many people out there believe that is, they have it in their brain that is a viable choice. It's not. It's not a viable choice. You have so many other options. There is the option, should you know that something happened and a condom broke, or you forgot to use your protection or take your pill, yes, immediately after sex, you can take the morning after pill. I myself am not an advocate of it, but it is out there. You can take it and make sure that birth doesn't, that production doesn't occur before it's too late and you've now killed a human life. As I said, I believe upon conception that is a viable life and it has a right to live. Some people don't believe that early in the stage that it's a viable life, but for some of us, we do. We do believe that. And I don't believe that God gives you anything you can't handle. And I believe that he brings these miracles into the world because he knows what's best. That's my opinion. That's not me trying to impress that on you. But I would tell you that after speaking with many surgeons and researching, it is never a viable medically necessary option. And so I would hope that you would hear that side of it and understand that you do have a right to choose what to do with your body, but you don't have a right, it does not give you an open-ended right to murder a life. So I hope that you'll hear this today, and some part of you will take a different side to this and understand that there are other methods, there are other options, and you too can choose to make better choices for your body and your life and the life of that beautiful child out there, ready to be born and experience this whole world and be loved, just like you were able to be born into this world and experience love and affection and care. And I hope that that's enough for you to see that it's never an acceptable option. It will not save your life. It will not make a difference in protecting you or taking you out of an urgent or emergent situation. So please make better choices. Put your babies up for adoption if you don't want to care for them, but don't murder them. Thank you.